Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're on a journey, much like Osman Bey himself, charting the challenging path of leadership and state building as depicted in the captivating series Kuruluş Osman. With the next episode, likely 192, on the horizon, the air is thick with anticipation. What new trials await Osman Bey? How will his leadership continue to be forged in the crucible of conflict and ambition? Let's dive deep into the possibilities, analyzing the current state of affairs and what the show's narrative structure suggests we might witness next. Osman Bey's world is never static. It's a dynamic landscape of shifting alliances, persistent threats, and the relentless pursuit of a grand vision, laying the foundations of a state destined for greatness. As we approach episode 192, we find Osman navigating multiple fronts, a hallmark of his leadership journey. He's not just a warrior, he's a diplomat, a strategist, a judge, and the shepherd of his people. His path is fraught with peril, not just from external enemies but also from the complex internal dynamics of loyalty, ambition, and faith within his own ranks and the broader Turkish landscape. Currently, it appears Osman is likely still dealing with a combination of formidable adversaries. The Byzantine presence remains a constant thorn, often manifesting as opportunistic tekfirs or strategic military commanders seeking to halt Turkish expansion. Simultaneously, rival Turkish beyliks or ambitious figures within the Turkish territories can pose significant political or military challenges, sometimes even more dangerous due to their proximity and understanding of Turkish customs and strategies. These internal or semi-internal conflicts often test Osman's ability to unite rather than simply conquer, requiring a different facet of his leadership. The siege or defense, given the historical context and the show's focus on conquest, a significant military engagement seems highly probable. Could this involve a direct assault on a strategic Byzantine castle that Osman has been eyeing? Or perhaps is Osman's own territory or that of a crucial ally under threat from a coordinated enemy attack? Will we see a large-scale battle that tests the mettle of Osman's Alps and his strategic planning? The show often portrays sieges as prolonged, tense affairs requiring ingenuity and perseverance. Could this next episode feature a critical phase of such a siege, or the desperate defense against one? Ambushes and skirmishes, beyond large battles, Osman's world is filled with smaller, yet equally deadly, confrontations. Will we see Osman or his companions fall into an ambush orchestrated by a cunning tekfir or a treacherous bey? These moments often highlight the individual bravery of characters and Osman's tactical quick thinking in unexpected situations. What does it mean for the safety of trade routes or the movement of people if such attacks are becoming more frequent? Naval elements, less likely but possible depending on location. While primarily land-focused, some territories near the coast or significant rivers might introduce a naval or riverine element. Is it possible that a supply route or a strategic location accessible by water could become a flashpoint? This would require a different kind of strategy from Osman. Potential political and diplomatic developments. Shifting alliances, the political landscape is rarely stable. Will we see a former ally betray Osman, perhaps swayed by bribes, threats, or their own ambition? Conversely, could Osman forge a new, unexpected alliance that strengthens his position against a common enemy? Diplomacy, often conducted through tense negotiations and calculated risks, is a vital tool for Osman. What kind of political maneuvering will be required in the lead-up to or during a potential conflict in episode 192? Could secret pacts or double dealings come to light? Internal challenges. Osman's leadership is also tested by challenges from within the Ke tribe or among his close circle. Could there be dissent regarding his decisions, a challenge to his authority from an ambitious figure, or a crisis of morale among the people? These internal struggles are crucial because they question the very unity and loyalty upon which Osman's power is built. Will we see Osman having to quell internal strife while simultaneously facing external threats? What does this say about the constant vigilance required of a leader? Spycraft and information warfare, intelligence gathering, and the use of spies are often pivotal in the show. Will a crucial piece of information be uncovered that changes the course of events? Or could Osman be fed false information designed to lead him into a trap? The battle of wits and information is just as important as the battle of swords. Potential character arcs and personal challenges. Osman's burden. Leadership weighs heavily on Osman. Will we see him grapple with a difficult decision that has personal consequences, perhaps involving a loved one or a trusted companion? How does he maintain his faith and resolve in the face of setbacks or personal loss? His interactions with Bala Hatun and Malhun Hatun often reveal his personal struggles and provide moments of strength and counsel. Could one of them face a significant challenge in this episode that requires Osman's support or intervention? The Alps' loyalty and struggles. Osman's loyal Alps are his right hand. Will one of them be gravely injured, captured, or face a personal crisis that impacts their ability to serve? Their individual storylines often mirror the broader struggles of the tribe and demonstrate the cost of their unwavering loyalty. The role of spiritual guidance. Shikadebelai's wisdom and guidance are crucial to Osman's moral and spiritual compass. Will Osman seek counsel during a moment of doubt or crisis? The integration of faith and justice is a core theme, and episode 192 could highlight how Osman relies on spiritual strength to navigate earthly challenges. The adversary's motivations. To understand what might happen, we must also consider the motivations of Osman's enemies. What are their primary goals in this specific time frame? Are they driven by greed, revenge, religious fervor, or a desire for power? Understanding their objectives can help us anticipate their potential moves in the upcoming episode. Thematic resonance in episode 192. Whatever the specific events of episode 192, they will undoubtedly resonate with the core themes of Kuruluş Osman. Justice versus tyranny. Osman's struggle is fundamentally one of establishing a just order against the forces of tyranny, whether they are corrupt Byzantine officials, brutal bandits, or oppressive lords. Will the episode present a scenario where Osman must deliver justice in a difficult situation, perhaps involving competing claims or powerful individuals? Perseverance in the face of adversity. Osman's journey is defined by his ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Episode 192 will likely present a new challenge that requires immense perseverance from him and his people. How will they find the strength to continue when facing loss or defeat? The sacrifice for the future. Building a state requires sacrifice of comfort, of lives, of personal desires. Will the episode showcase the cost of this ambition, perhaps through the portrayal of loss or hardship endured by the characters? Unity and division. The strength of the Turkish people lies in their unity, but they are constantly threatened by division, whether external manipulation or internal discord. Will episode 192 focus on Osman's efforts to foster unity or the dangers posed by those who seek to divide? Considering all these angles, episode 192 could present a critical turning point. Perhaps it's the culmination of a long-planned strategy by Osman, or perhaps it's a sudden, unexpected crisis that forces him to react swiftly and decisively. Could this episode be the moment a major enemy figure is defeated or a significant territory is finally secured? Or will it be a setback that tests Osman's resilience and forces him to reevaluate his plans? The beauty of the show lies in its unpredictability while still adhering to the overarching historical narrative, albeit dramatized. What does this mean for the rise of Osman Bey, a leadership journey? Every challenge Osman faces, every decision he makes, shapes him as a leader. A military victory showcases his strategic prowess and ability to inspire. A political struggle highlights his diplomatic skills and understanding of human nature. A personal crisis reveals his inner strength and reliance on his principles and faith. Episode 192, whatever its content, will add another layer to this complex portrait of a nascent leader building something enduring from the ground up. Will we see a moment of profound wisdom from Osman, demonstrating his growth? Or perhaps a display of raw determination in the face of overwhelming odds? His leadership is not static, it evolves with every experience. The trials of episode 192 will further refine his approach, perhaps teaching him a new lesson in humility, caution, or bold action. This upcoming episode is more than just another installment, it's another critical chapter in the epic saga of state formation. It's about how challenges are met, how loyalty is proven, how justice is sought, and how a vision, nurtured by faith and perseverance, begins to take concrete shape.